March 3, 2021. Exactly 8 months after issuing a mask mandate in most Texas counties, Governor Greg Abbott reversed that order on Tuesday, along with most other statewide COVID-19 orders he signed last year. Governor Abbott made the statewide announcement Tuesday while speaking to the Lubbock Chamber of Commerce.
For nearly a half a year, most businesses have been open either 75% or 50%. And during that time, too many Texans have been sidelined from employment opportunities. Too many small business owners have struggled to pay their bills. This must end. It is now time to open Texas 100%.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu on Monday accused Iran of attacking an Israeli-owned ship in the Gulf of Oman last week, a mysterious explosion that further spiked security concerns in the region. The blast struck the Israeli-owned MV Helios Ray, a Bahamian flag roll-off vehicle cargo ship, as it was sailing out of the Middle East on its way to Singapore on Friday. The crew was unharmed, but the vessel sustained 2 holes on its port side and 2 on its starboard side, just above the waterline. Despite Netanyahu's accusations, Iranian government officials have come forward and taken no responsibility in the attack.
The Persian Gulf and Sea of Oman are our definite security territories. We will not allow them to provoke fear-mongering by such remarks.
Just this past weekend, we received a reminder in one of these theaters from one of the biggest threats in the region, Iran. And we were reminded that Iran is not only a nuclear threat, but it had spread terrorism and carries out terrorism and action against civilian targets. This is a place to reiterate that the IDF is acting and will act in the face of threats that endanger it from both near and far.
The United States announced sanctions on Russia over the poisoning and jailing of opposition leader Alexei Navalny. The sanctions block access to financial or other assets in the United States for 7 top figures around Russian President Vladimir Putin. They are largely symbolic but represent the first Biden administration actions against Russia. U.S. officials who described the measures said they are a signal that the new administration will treat Russia differently than the Trump one did. President Joe Biden announced on Tuesday that drug maker Merck will help manufacture a vaccine developed by Johnson & Johnson, increasing production capacity as the 3rd authorized shot begins going into arms. Biden has promised enough vaccine doses for 300 million Americans by the end of July, though he has also said distribution challenges mean it could be longer before everyone who wants a vaccine will be able to receive one.
2 of the largest healthcare and pharmaceutical companies in the world that are usually competitors are working together on the vaccine. Johnson & Johnson and Merck will work together to expand the production of Johnson & Johnson's vaccine.
At least 15 people were killed and about a dozen others were taken to the hospital after a crash in Southern California on Tuesday. The crash occurred in Imperial, California, just north of the Mexican border. A vehicle filled with 27 passengers hit a semi-truck full of gravel. At least 14 people were pronounced dead on the scene, according to the hospital. 3 others were flown out from the scene, and 7 patients were transported to El Centro Regional Medical Center. Legislators from New York's Assembly and State Senate struck a deal Tuesday to strip Governor Andrew Cuomo of his pandemic-linked emergency powers and return matters like lockdowns to local control. The deal would reverse emergency powers granted to Cuomo exactly a year ago in the early days of the COVID pandemic that gave him free rein to order measures like quarantines. While the deal leaves Cuomo with the authority to extend some existing measures, even there he will have to notify various legislative leaders and accept public comment for or against his actions.